What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I've had the Cybertruck all of 72 hours, and we already have an issue. Oh my God. Look, people told me that the Cybertruck was having issues with like driving errors and ride height error or whatever and other crap. Mine's doing that now, but luckily it's under warranty. They have a whole nother Cybertruck that they can give me as a loaner. But I have the Model S. I don't need the loaner. But they basically said it couldn't be diagnosed, because you can actually do that through the app. You can request service and diagnose through the app. But this one didn't do it. But I figured I'd talk about where I'm at with it after the last couple of days, and while we're on the way to Tesla, and I'll tell you if I regret buying this at all. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. We are chilling here in the Cybertruck. Now, I've had a lot of people asking me, when am I buying the Dodge Charger? So you guys know my preferred dealer here in Vegas is Tobin Automotive. They don't currently have, I want the Scat Pack. They have like 10 RTs, but I'm not a fan of the RT. And if I'm gonna do the lease thing on the Charger, strictly for content purposes, I need to, I at least want the Scat Pack. I want the best model. I don't want the food stamp edition. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that's been happening is the window. Look at the window. Like, no matter how I clean this thing, how I wash it, no matter what I do, the window in this truck will not stay clean. It just won't do it. I don't know what the cause of it is, why it's doing that. But yeah, it just won't stay clean at all. Woo, she got sideways. That crab walking that this thing does is still a lot to get used to, man. Still a lot to get used to. All right, let me put the Tesla dealership or the Tesla place in here and let's go. All right, so I got to turn around. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, we got to make a U-turn. I know. We're going to get there. But let's talk about experience. I love the AC in this thing. It definitely gets colder than any other vehicle I've had like this instant. Now, part of that is probably because of the air conditioning and whatnot. But it's been pretty solid. Charging this thing at home, I feel like my Model S charges faster on the level 2. I don't know if the battery is bigger in this than it is. I don't know if the battery is bigger in this than mine, but you know. So, outside of the windshield thing, where for whatever reason, I feel like I just can't get it clean. Outside of that, and you know, I feel like I have to use the supercharger. I can't charge it at home because it just takes too long to charge. Sorry, the sun is killing me, guys. Oh, I've never used that. First time I've used that. And it still gets me, through here. Like, all right, that was a dumbass design decision, Tesla. What the F, man? So I'm getting sun through here. It's bright, right? But if I do this, I get direct sun, right? Oh my God. All right, whatever. Now I'm not getting the error now, but we'll see what happens once I get up to Tesla. Now, obviously, it's later today, so you know they're not going to do much. And so you guys know, today is Saturday, so I'm just dropping it off because I don't want it to like cause an error or something, and then I have to get it towed at the house while I could drive it. I could just drop it there. They'll have it, you know, Sunday. Have it. They said it'll be fixed by Monday, and then I come back and get it. So I'll basically drop this off, and they'll Uber me or Lyft me back to the house, which is fine. And then they do the same. They have a It depends. Sometimes they have somebody that actually ferries people, just like dealerships do. back and forth for service, so that's cool. I'm not a Mustang person, but that thing right there looks gangster. That thing right there is gangster. Ooh! Anywho's, outside of that little error with the ride height thing, really haven't had any issues. So I've put about 312 miles on the truck. I took it out. I did the off-roading thing. I don't know what order these videos are in, so I don't know if I'm going to publish this first on the weekend and wait to publish the off-road video Monday or Tuesday. We'll see. But overall, I'm happy with the purchase. Again, this thing is super comfortable. I've had so many people tell me like, oh, that's ugly, it looks like a piece of shit, fingerprints everywhere. Once I wrap this thing, you're not gonna see fingerprints. You know, wrapping it's, you know, $2,500. Put a F8 green wrap on it. That's what color we're gonna go with. I want to F8 green wrap this thing so it can match other stuff that's gonna be on the channel. And I don't know what I'm going to do with my... I think I'm just going to leave the Ram black. I thought about wrapping it because the sun out here is such a disaster. And both the Cybertruck and my truck and the Ram won't fit in my garage, right? So we can fit 3 cars in the garage. And currently we have the Cadillac, the Model S, and the BMW in the garages. There's a 3rd garage that's off to the side between the 2-car garage. And that's where the Tesla, that's where the Model S lives. And then my truck's just basically sitting in the driveway. So, I know. But overall, I really can't complain. I'm pleasantly surprised. You know, I've been driving it a lot because I heard all these negative things. And like I said, the biggest thing I've had to get used to is the crab walking thing. Or like the back wheels turning when I'm turning. Outside of that, it's been pretty solid. The self-driving hasn't given me the strikeout or the error BS. So that's been a win. Overall, like I said, I really can't complain. I just love the way this thing handles and takes turns and drives. And it's just so, it's as quick as my Model S. And just hearing that woo, I love it, man. I gotta be honest, I really like it. I'm liking it a lot. So let's get up here to Tesla and see what they say.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Montessori Street.
Alright, let's get up here to Tesla. Drop this thing off.
Now turn right onto Montessori Street.
Here's the wonderful thing though, right? Unlike Dodge, where those things keep bricking and breaking and having all kinds of problems, Tesla will have this thing sorted in like no time. None. It'd just be fixed and good to go. And here we are at Tesla. Well, look at that. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Well, would you look at that? All those Teslas.
Now your destination is on the right.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video, at least for this video. We're going to go in and get this thing sorted out, and I'll give you an update. I'll let you know what happens once we know what's going on with the truck. So stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.